Running a business as an autistic adult can be challenging and rewarding all at the same time. I once read a stat that said 1 in 3 self-made millionaires are autistic. This was before I knew about my own particular flavour of autism, but well after we found out about our sons. It's a stat that I can well believe based on my own desire to build something and grow it beyond anything else that's been done before, something that people are going to remember. But whilst being autistic has its advantages, obsessive attention to detail being one of them, there are a number of challenges that almost every business owner on the ASD spectrum will face. Obviously, I can only speak for myself here, but one of the biggest challenges for an autistic person running a business is the need to constantly compromise. This isn't something that people with autism are typically known for and can often be the difference between success and failure in your business. Compromising is essential, especially when your business is new, as your brand hasn't yet been established. As a new company owner trying to stand out amongst fierce competition, you must be adaptable based on client or customer demands. Very few of the people that come to you in those early days are going to want to work in the same way you do. As an autistic adult, this has been a major challenge for me, as my default setting is always to think that my way is right. This is something that I've become very aware of over the last 2 years since we started Think Unconventional, and with the help of my wife, adjustments have certainly been made. As much as I'd love our business to run on my terms all of the time, it rarely happens that way. I'd love it if people would only email me at certain times of the day and know exactly when I'm in writer or creator mode, so they completely leave me alone. But again, that's never going to happen. As an autistic business owner, there is always another task to do and the work is never complete. So eliminating the possibility for task overwhelm is essential. If you start the day with 10 tasks, and because of the reactive nature of any business, 10 soon becomes 20, that can be a really bad place to be. To combat this, I'm rigid with my task list and calendar. I block out every moment of my day for key tasks that need to be completed, and I also block out time for those ad hoc things that drop in unexpectedly. When I'm in writer or creator mode, everything else is turned off so that it's completely out of my world for that period. A bit like now. Ad hoc time must be allocated each day, and I've also had to come to the realization that catching up in the evening is a pretty regular thing. Not completing the day's tasks will definitely cause me a sleepless night, even when they can easily be done the following day. We don't mean to be, but autistic adults are often so focused on what they're trying to achieve each day that anything else falls to the wayside. This can cause challenges in relationships both personally and professionally. Even as an autistic business owner, it's essential to place the needs of your clients and customers before anything else in your business. Yes, you need to stick to the boundaries you've set out, and no, you shouldn't be selling your soul to clinch a deal. But in general, the customer's always right, especially early in your business journey. For me, this transition has been challenging but enlightening at the same time. At first, I did the typical autistic thing and became obsessed with the structure of the business and the fun stuff that I enjoyed doing the most. This meant that at times, I wasn't paying enough attention to the people paying the bills and keeping a roof over our heads. This mindset shifted though the moment I realised how much I was learning from the people that were choosing us to manage their social media. Intelligent business leaders who knew so much more than I did about running a company were, without even realising it, shaping the way we ran our own. It was indeed the moment that my selfish outlook on life and business began to shift. From that very early moment in 2022, I started to soak up that knowledge like a sponge. I was seeing clients as more than just transactional and started to truly see them as inspirational figures that were going to help me shape and grow my business. So what about the good stuff? My wife will often say to me, "No one else is going to pick up on that, Andy." Usually about something I've spotted on my car or a minor tweak to our business strategy. Of course, she's usually right, but in the mind of an autistic adult, the smallest details matter. Being this obsessed with things that almost no one else sees ensures that we tick all the boxes rather than just some of them. It can mean we get more done in a day, distribute more content in a day, and leave no stone unturned when it comes to the perception of our brand. Being this obsessed with the minor details is what stands us apart from others in our field, because we've thought of something they haven't. We've spotted something they might have missed. For those of you that like to please, this might sound a bit odd. Autistic people are very often straight talkers, shooting from the hip with no real consideration for the fluff that often gets attached to feedback or the potential for confrontation. In the world of business, when you can easily fall victim to a more experienced player looking to exploit your relative naivety, this is a huge advantage. Of course, there's a fine line between direct and rude, but the ability to be straight with people ensures that everyone in the relationship knows exactly where they stand at all times. Will it lose you a few clients? Probably. Does that mean they weren't right for you in the first place? Definitely. Running a business as an autistic adult certainly isn't without its challenges. Our minds work in a different way to our neurotypical comrades, so if it's an easy life you're looking for, don't bother. The stat I mentioned at the very start of this video, however, suggests that a large percentage of successful business owners are indeed autistic. If that doesn't tell you something about the obvious link between neurodiverse adults and the demands of running a successful company, oh, I don't know what does. As ever, thank you very much for watching this slightly different video this week. If you haven't already done so and you got some value from this video, please drop a subscribe down below, give me a thumbs up, and maybe drop a comment and suggest a topic for next time. Stay unconventional.